Hey everybody, James Swank with JUNK180, 707-536-0740. Check us out online at JUNK180.com. The past couple weeks, business has really been picking up, and it's creating a challenge for me to keep up with these videos. But there was one thing I want to make a video on before the footage just got buried. I have well over 500 gigs worth of footage. I haven't had time to put into videos to post up on YouTube, but this is a customer interaction that I had last week, I think it was. First scheduled appointment of the day over in Vallejo, and I just want to show you what we strive for, what you, if you're a junk hauler, you should be striving for. These are the kinds of interactions you want to have with your customers. She became a fan, and we at JUNK180 do it all the time. We turn our customers into fans. Our first-time customers become repeat clients. Happens all the time. I want to show you exactly what it looks like right now. Okay.
I'm going to give you a 5-star rating.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And I wanted to let you know the reason why I went with you compared to the others that gave me lower quotes. You're extremely professional. Extremely professional.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very prompt, and I just enjoyed all of our interactions. So.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we are. I say we, even though right now it's just me.
Yeah.
But I do have 2 trucks.
Yeah.
I still have to get them branded.
Okay.
Right. I've been too busy to actually brand them.
Okay.
And then I'll hire crews. But the overall goal in the next 2 to 5 years is to grow to a point where JUNK180 is the locally owned, professionally operated competitor to the national franchises.
Wow.
Like the guys that are doing their truck and trailer deal.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of those guys, and they're all pretty good guys, but like you said, they're not a professional organization. Right? They basically own their own job, and they function a little different, where my specific goal is to compete against the national franchises in this market.
Yeah.
So the next couple of years, we should be there, no problem. In the meantime, I'm going to keep losing weight.
Well, you're definitely getting your exercise.
Yes.
And I'll probably be calling on you in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I'm glad you said you'll leave a review on Yelp. Technically, I'm not allowed to solicit that. Yelp forbids it.
I was planning on doing that because I use Yelp a lot, and I use Yelp a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, I got a lot of different quotes, but I decided to go with you, even though you were just a little higher, because one, I think you're worth it. Just you were professional about everything, just everything.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So normally I hit up my customers for a review on Google and Facebook, since Yelp doesn't allow solicitation, but you can solicit Facebook and Yelp. Yeah. So if you wouldn't mind, can I send you a link, and that link will put you right to my Facebook page and Google page.
Absolutely.
Now, Google's been a little weird lately because of the coronavirus, where I know I have dozens of reviews that have come in over the past 2 months, but Google's not processing any of them for anybody. They review every single one.
Yeah.
So if you go through and do it, and no pressure, if you go through and do it, I think it's going to give you a message, some sort of message about pending review or something like that. But apparently this way is designed to work right now.
Yeah.
So, okay. Would you like a receipt?
Sure.
Okay, it'll be electronic.
That's fine.
I can send it to, I forget if I got your email, but I do have your phone number, so I'll text a link over.
Text it to me, or...
And it'll be from an independent phone number, because this is coming from my scheduling software.
Sure.
It'll be a link to the invoice, which is housed on their server. Then it's a PDF. You can download it, print it, whatever you want. Okay?
Sounds good.
So just expect that in the next couple minutes. I'll just hop in my truck, and I'll do what I need to do on my phone to facilitate that.
Okay, good, but I'll definitely give you a great review.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Would you like a couple business cards?
Sure.
Okay. Some people are hesitant to take them these days. You're okay with it? Okay.
Actually, the most common way to get COVID-19 is through personal contact.
Yes.
And not, I'm a nurse, I should know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, just leave him out in the sun for a couple minutes and
Yeah, exactly.
he'll be good.
Well, I wish you lots of success in your business.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate what you guys are doing right now.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to close up, and then my next job is out in Sonoma,
Oh.
and then Vacaville after that.
Oh, okay. Well, take care. Okay. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll take care of those. Yeah.
Good morning. You know what? I should ask one more thing. Kind of forgot since we got straight in conversation.
Yes.
Now, I have a YouTube channel, which is why I got a camera.
Okay.
Otherwise, my hat wouldn't be on backwards in front of a customer, but this,
Okay, yeah.
it's just the way it has to work. Would it be okay if I used you in some sort of like promotional
Absolutely.
kind of video? Okay,
Yeah, you
I
got
appreciate
it.
that.
You got it.
Thank you. I always want to ask. I don't want to just have a customer one day find themselves on YouTube or Facebook and, what happened there?
Right. No,
Yeah.
thank you for asking. I'm happy to
Okay.
to promote you and yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, you'll get that receipt and the review link here in just a couple minutes. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Well, you heard her. There's plenty of people out there that value professionalism more than cutthroat rate. Right now, just like we were discussing, I'm going to send her receipt, and I'm going to send her a link for review. Then it's off to Sonoma for the next job. See you there.
All right, so there you have it. You heard what she had to say. She mentioned several times that JUNK180 was not the cheapest quote that she received, and remember, this was a Yelp review. I'm sorry, a Yelp lead. We weren't the lowest quote, but we were the most professional, and the way she was making it sound, we were the most professional by far. So what do we do that's so professional, right? It's lead off of Yelp. Now, judging on the conversation, she clearly is an active Yelper, but we get a lot of leads off of Yelp from people that are not. The reason why we get a lot of leads off of Yelp from people that are not Yelpers is because if you Google junk removal in this area, the #1 search result is Yelp. So if you're #1 on Yelp, you're essentially #1 on Google. There's a little tidbit of information. A lot of places in the country that doesn't apply, even other parts of California. But right here it does. Yelp is first. So if you're first on Yelp, you're first on Google. So the initial interaction, I think a lot of people when they get a lead come through from Yelp or Thumbtack or Home Advisor, whatever it might be, they are so anxious to be first to get the response over that their response is not professional. So, but I know we've lost work because of the. It takes a couple of extra seconds to type out a professional greeting. We don't just say, "Hi, you're looking at $300," or "Hi, yeah, we're available to do that work tomorrow," whatever it might be. I always address the client by name if there's a name available. I always let them know who they're talking to. So my opening line is almost always something along the lines of good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Then I will use their name. Good evening, Cynthia. This is James with JUNK180. Thanks for reaching out. Our phone number is 707-536-0740. and then I'll get into the details about in response to what they've put in their information that is sent over from Yelp, Thumbtack, blah blah blah. And then based on the responses after that initial contact, then we start having a conversation. But the greeting is always of the utmost professionalism. We strive for it. These are the kind of customers that we're looking to get. They're out there. They're willing to pay a little more for a premium service. JUNK180 is here to serve these individuals. We're here to serve everybody, but we market ourselves, we brand ourselves in a way that is appealing to these types of customers that are willing to pay the prices that we have to charge to be a professional company. Insurance isn't cheap. Trucks aren't cheap. Trust me. $35,000 repair bill on one of my trucks 15 miles after I acquired it. So not only purchase price of the truck, 35 grand in repairs right off the bat. Dump fees add up. Marketing costs money to market. I'm pretty sure on Thumbtack specifically, I don't think that the customers on Thumbtack realize how expensive those leads are. They can be up to $20 or $30 per lead. Sometimes they're as little as $2 to $3, depending on how many people how many pros that they've contacted. They kind of split the cost. But if they just contact you, or if you go after an opportunity lead, not a direct lead, it is vastly more expensive. All that costs money. And for a professional company to check all these boxes, it costs a lot of money. So we have to charge what we charge to cover those costs to be a professional company. And this video illustrates that there are people out there that appreciate that fact and that they are willing to pay a little more for that professional company and professional level of service. All right, so that's all for this video. This is James Swank with JUNK180, 707-536-0740. Check us out online at junk180.com. Serve the North Bay, East Bay, and Napa Valley. All right, everybody. Have a good one. See you next time.